Hey guys, welcome to the safe space. So I just got to work and I have my work bestie here, and she's like, "Oh no, Charlie, just remember the previous video I told you that she calls me Charlie. It's that girl. She doesn't want to come say hi. So I basically wanted. I'm sorry if I'm moving around a lot, y'all. I just want to, okay, I think that's okay. So I wanted to take this video when I was getting ready this afternoon at home, but I couldn't. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take my tripod and my phone and everything and just bring it to work. Anyway, I think for the past 2 to 3 weeks, I've just been literally thinking about literally just everything. There's a lot that's happening, and I think for the past month or so I've been feeling most of the time, and the one scripture that has been consistent in all of that is what is it again? 1 Samuel 30 verse 6. Ne? And I will need y'all to look it up yourselves. And I've just been feeling discouraged. I've been feeling fatigued, tired. There's just a lot happening. And I just remember an instance that happened, I think it was sometime last year. And I was when I was thinking about taking this video, I was thinking about what happened, which I'm going to tell you now, and then the scripture and how everything just comes together. So for those of you who know, guys, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to show y'all where I'm taking this video, and then I'm going to focus on me again. So my office is like so great. This is awesome. Frisk, say hi. We're going to take a video together. So I need y'all to understand that when it feels like I'm distracted, there are people passing here. So yeah, this is going to be my spot literally when I shoot here at work. And this office is like gorgeous. It has nice places all around. Anyway, for those of y'all who know, sometime last year, I decided to quit my job around July, and I was basically at home and unemployed for like 4 months. And if I'm out of breath, I'm sorry. Coming down with flu, and I'm trying to do everything because I have to be ready to take calls by 1:30, and the time now is like 1:15. Anyway, last year, I quit my job around June, and I was basically unemployed for 4 months. And then there was one housemate of mine. She was older than me, married, she was staying with her husband at like the standalone flat where we stay. I don't know how to explain it. And then she was like, you know how people are, because I don't know, people feel the need to be helpful, and sometimes their helpful ways aren't really what you would go for. So she was like, Sina, I was just like thinking about you. How about you take a bath in whatever? First of all, I was like, okay. So I basically listened to what she had to say. So it was basically like a thing of just doing whatever she said I must do, and it would kind of help with, because she felt like there was a thing that was happening that needed, like, I don't know how to explain it. But then she said that, and I was home 4 months, unemployed, no income, but then God was faithful in that time. And now fast forward right now, I obviously got a job last year around November, but also that was like a seasonal situation type of thing. So I wasn't working full time until they actually called me back to come and work basically on a full-time basis. So right now it's not a year later, but it's like sometime around this time last year, I was kind of going through a funk. And right now where I'm standing, it's like I'm not where I was, but I'm still kind of in a funk. And I've literally just had to be David, because in 1 Samuel 30 verse 6, the backstory is David had defeated this army that they were against. But then when he and the men that he was fighting with went back to where they were situated, which is Ziklag, they got there and the enemy camp, something like that, had burnt down their city. They took their women and children and all of that. So they basically took everything. They took their livestock, they took their families and whatever, and the whole city was basically burnt down. So David, we all know David is like the friend of the Lord. So he consulted with God. He was like, should I pursue the people that did this? And also, like, the people he was with started talking about, okay, maybe we need to kill you, because the whole reason why our wives and children are not here is because we were fighting with you. So it was like that whole thing. So David, it says in verse 6 that David consulted with God, and he basically wanted to know if he should pursue the people that burnt down and took the families and whatever. And it says that David encouraged himself. And now I feel like I find myself over and over and over and over again having to encourage myself. And I know that sometimes it gets discouraging, it gets so tired. And as much as sometimes we do have people that tell us everything is going to be okay, God's got you, but sometimes all you have is literally the words that you speak to yourself, and sometimes you just have to encourage yourself. And I just had to squeeze this in, because I know that if I didn't take this video, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to I'm not going to edit anything. I just wanted to, I want to upload it as raw as it is. And I think the one thing that I want to share is that we're going to go through things, and we're going to be confused, and we're not going to know which way to take and who to be friends with, or what I'm trying to say is we won't always know the next step to take. And sometimes when we go to God, obviously he will give us what we need to hear, but also I think more than anything we need to encourage ourselves. So you'll go and read the whole chapter. And I think right now I'm in a season where I just have to encourage myself. Encourage yourself. David encouraged himself in the Lord. You don't just encourage yourself in smoking or sleeping with a person, or I don't know, you don't just encourage yourself by trying to fit in all these things that are never going to quench you. You have to encourage yourself in the Lord. So basically that's what I wanted to share with you. And as much as I look like this, I don't have lashes. So I went to the filling station to go buy myself sparkling water, and the cashier that was helping me was like, do you drink? That's a weird question. I was like, actually, I just cried. It's only because I don't have lashes, and Charlie did say this. She said that, oh, Charlie, you're going to be looking worse because you won't have lashes. Yeah. She prophesied. This is me right now. Anyway, I just want you to encourage yourself, whatever it is that you're going through. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Encourage yourself in the Lord. And that took about 9 minutes. So right now I just have to go back. I'm probably going to edit this when I go home. Oh, I cannot believe she's doing this. But anyway, just encourage yourself in the Lord, and I love you, and we're doing this together. She's taking pictures of me, guys. Anyway, I love you, bye.